Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Jeremy Brenner, and today is Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019. Here's today's UCF Nightly News Update. On Monday, the nation celebrated civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The national holiday commemorates his birthday, legacy of peace, and strides towards racial equality. Governor Ron DeSantis attended an MLK event in Winter Park. Governor DeSantis highlighted his efforts to build relationships with the African American community during his time in office. A bill was revived this week that would allow concealed carry on college campuses. House Bill 6007 was introduced by Republican House Rep Anthony Sabatini this month. It would amend a Florida statute that currently bans guns from universities. The State House approved similar bills in the past, but those same bills have been met with opposition from both parties in the Senate. The bill comes nearly 1 year after former Governor Rick Scott signed off on gun control measures in the wake of the Parkland shooting. Despite Republican control of both Florida branches, Professor of Political Science Aubrey Jewett says he doesn't see the bill passing this time around, but it could in the future.
I would think that in the Senate they probably are still going to have a hard time getting to 21 votes, which is what they need. But it's possible. We're 1 more year away from the Parkland shooting. And so that was another thing last year that pretty much stopped bills like this in their tracks.
If passed, the bill will go into effect this summer. Democratic Senator Kamala Harris declared her run for the 2020 presidential election via social media on Monday. Harris is the second black woman to serve in the U.S. Senate. She joins a growing group of female candidates, including Elizabeth Warren and Kirsten Gillibrand. This past Sunday, the UCF Obeservatory held a viewing of the first lunar eclipse of 2019 on Memory Mall. The low 40 temperatures did not deter spectators from viewing a super blood wolf moon. This phenomena entails a total lunar eclipse happening at the same time as a supermoon, causing the moon to appear big and red. This was the last chance to see a total lunar eclipse for a few years. The next total lunar eclipse will be May 26, 2021. However, the next one viewable from the Americas will be May 16, 2022. UCF center Tacko Fall has been named to the Naismith Defensive Player of the Year watch list. The 7'6" senior center is one of 15 finalists for the award. The list includes nationally acclaimed players, including Wisconsin's Ethan Happ and Duke's Zion Williamson, a potential #1 pick in this June's NBA draft. Fall is averaging 10.3 points per game and grabbing 7 rebounds per contest. He currently ranks 7th in the nation in blocks per game at 2.9. The winner of the award will be announced at the end of the season. The Knights basketball team squeaked out a win on Saturday against the Tulsa Golden Hurricane by a score of 64-62. The game came down to the final seconds, but UCF stifled Tulsa on the final possession to win the game. Despite trailing by 9 points at halftime, the Knights rallied in the second half. 4 Knights scored in double figures, with B.J. Taylor leading the team with 15 points. Chad Brown also provided leadership and energy off the bench with 7 points and a team-high 10 rebounds. Coach Johnny Dawkins was proud of his team for sticking to the original game plan and running the course.
The second half, I thought we ran some good actions. We got some guys in some places where they were comfortable, and we did what we started the game plan trying to do, which was going inside. I think we just kept going inside, and we just kept going until it finally really worked out for us.
The Knights are set to take on the Tulane Green Wave in New Orleans tomorrow night. Tip-off is at 8 p.m. Now, the women's basketball team was also in action on Saturday, taking on SMU. Things did not start off well for the Knights early in this one. They fell behind by as much as 11 before a big fourth-quarter comeback. Behind 3 triples from Sydney McDonald and a stifling defense, UCF outscored SMU 24-4 in the final frame and came away with a 55-43 victory. KK Wright led the way with 21 points, while McDonald added 19. The Knights remained undefeated in conference play and a half game out of first place in the conference. Coach Abe says it was the mid-game adjustments that led to the big fourth quarter. They will be back in action on Wednesday at ECU before traveling to #3 UConn on Sunday. The UCF cheer team won first place for 2019 World Cup Championship this weekend. The team competed against 13 other teams for the #1 spot. UCF's team has placed in the top 10 championship 23 times in the past 25 years. Now let's take a look at today's weather forecast. Temperatures will be warming up with a high of 72 degrees. You can probably skip out on a jacket today. It'll be mostly sunny with winds around 10 miles per hour. Tonight we'll see a low of 56 degrees. This nice cool weather will be chilly, but not too cold. For tomorrow, we're looking at a high of 77 degrees. You'll enjoy the warm weather throughout the entire day. And that's all the time we have for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure to keep up with all that's happening throughout the week by following us on Twitter at UCF Nightly News. Also make sure to tune into our newscast on Friday at 1 p.m. on Spectrum Channel 734. I'm Jeremy Brenner. Have a great day.